Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a reading for you following the meditation of the planet Venus. Venus, throughout the first half of October, has contacted all of the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, but has also contacted Jupiter and Saturn, as well as Chiron, really more of an asteroid. And is reflecting our deep healing around the past, around relationships, events that we have experienced by surrendering to the past. This is releasing the sense of struggle, frustration, overwhelming sadness. We have released it. We have stopped trying to make sense of events that are that we've experienced that elude a simple explanation, but instead have been enriched by the feelings we've allowed ourselves to access. And this is towards manifesting with feelings from the heart in the present moment. This elevates your vibration so that in many ways, many of you may be experiencing the sense that you are, that you have no safety net, that there are no defaults. The past is no longer an automatic default or way that you are going. You are aware of the way that you have proceeded in the past that has not been effective. And you are in deep stages of releasing that so that it feels as though you are on a new vibrational level and that you're in a position to manifest directly, more and more effectively from an authentic space within you. Your card, overall energy for the reading, is the Lovers. And this feels like it's about, quite possibly for many of you, this is about a single relationship or a series of relationships that are about the same essential core of love or issues of relatedness, connection that you're working through. This can also represent some major decision or choice that you have. With the Nine of Wands underneath the deck, it feels as though this is a relationship that has been tried or attempted many times, or you have tried through a series of relationships to build something that is really worthy to you, that is a match for your energies and your desire to work for something greater than yourself. And this is something that both parties, be it another individual, an organization, a passion, an opportunity, something that is a collaboration to build towards some greater service. In the present, the Ten of Swords is really describing more deeply the sense of surrender that you have experienced. You have identified ways that you were holding up your end of a relationship, a family, the needs of others in a way that did not serve you. In fact, the more you stepped up, the more you gave, the less you seem to receive the attention, the recognition, or the reward that you were anticipating. So this is really about releasing the very ideas that have allowed you to step into this place of your feeling nature, feeling your emotions more deeply, releasing thoughts, words of others that reflect their expectation for your conformity. And in releasing those ideas, those words again, you are allowing, permitting yourself to enrich your memory, your experience with the deeply felt emotions that you've experienced and in many ways felt the need to cover up. in order to persevere, to fit in, to seem like others, to be responsible. In the past, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is the very collaboration I believe that you have been striving for. And this indicates to me that you've actually been building this team effort as a way of countering some sense of marginalization, exceptionalism. And by that I mean the idea that you break all the rules or that you are different from everybody in some unique way, a way that sets you apart from the group. And you've been healing that, healing your ego in some ways, but also your sense that you're somehow so extremely different or so outside of the norm that you don't belong. You've healed that by making yourself a part of a team, whether it is on an individually directed project of your own creation, or whether it's simply joining in with others to affect some result that you're in alignment with, that aligns to your values. You've seen working collectively as a salve to many of the experiences of isolation, aloneness that you've experienced. And in the future, we have the Ace of Pentacles, identifying some amazing portal of abundance that you are stepping through, that you have consciously manifested. And this feels like the real result of the hard work that you've been doing. Despite the not so extreme nature of the cards, you have been working really at a profound and deeper connection to yourself and your own needs. And one of the needs that you have identified is this desire to be a part of, to belong to. And even as perhaps for many of you, a natural born leader, you find your greatest success in productivity from being a part of a collective, a team, and making a contribution in that way. And this indicates that you found a way that your collective, your team, your collaborators, and you can achieve something excellent. Create a abundance that is self-generating. And abundance is on your terms, the things that you value in excess. So a beautiful world, a healthy body, um, uh, beautiful, supportive friends, even without having many. Those are the things that represent true wealth and abundance for you, and a way that you feel that you can work with a team, a community, to achieve this as part of a resourceful community. I'm going to clarify these cards with a tarot deck created by Benicio del Toro, the actor. I've had these cards for years, fascinated by his creative genius, and I'm using them on the event of Halloween, the universal celebration of harvest in other cultures, Halloween being one facet of the piercing of the veil, the thinness of the veil between words, and by extension, my son's birthday is on Halloween. So that makes it a very special day for me. And as we approach winter moths, the winter holidays, and the turning of the light in the northern hemisphere, for you in the southern hemisphere, I have many members there. This is the opposite. You're moving towards spring and summer, and the exaltation of the light, where we really look at where we belong in the outer world. Where is our place? So this issue of belonging is particularly relevant to you, Aquarius, at this time, as it is for all of us. If this reading is resonating, please like this video and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the support that you give me. I'm going to clarify the past, the Three of Pentacles in the past with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Blades, which is the Knight of Swords. And this is indicating that even as you work as a member of a team, one of a collaboration, you are keenly aware of what is missing. And this, I would venture to say, Aquarius, is one of your particular gifts in any situation, particularly in a community, among a field of ideas. You have a unique intuitive ability to see what isn't there. And this is actually a radical gift, one that perhaps has been difficult to live with, but one that you are uniquely and intellectually suited for. You're able to understand the larger frame of any field of information or endeavor and understand what's missing, or look at the alignment of an effort to its goals. And in sinking into the details of a misalignment or a misconnection, you're able to actually recalibrate a project or an organization in line with its truth, its justice, its highest values of light, of illumination, of awareness, of enlightenment. So this is a powerful gift, and I would say not always an easy one you've learned to live with and not exclude yourself from the community because of it. It can be very unpopular, and people are not always ready for this, but you have this ability. You're almost always right, because you're tapping into information that is available in the broader field of energy, but not everyone has that ability. And so this can make you at times unpopular, but you're learning how to communicate it in a way that aligns with values that are collectively shared and held. In the present, the Ten of Swords here is clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Wheels, or the Ten of Pentacles. Another 10, and yet almost an oppositional 10 to the Ten of Swords, right? Where you're releasing here, where you're unburdening here, where you're letting something die, fall away, you're surrendering to a certain amount of pain and suffering. The Ten of Pentacles is really about the beautiful shared community, team, organization that you are creating. This ability to recognize that everyone and everything has a value that is amplified by sharing it consciously. The Seven of Cups is indicating that this move to this constant move, because tens are always about change, and the things we release and the things we work towards change and shift as our needs do. But the Seven of Cups indicates that this way forward is attracting a lot of invitations. It's attracting attention. There are people that want to include you in their organization because of your vision, your natural fit in a collective environment. And mind you that a shared community is not the conventional social norm in our society. We tend to elevate and privilege individualism and individual accomplishment. So working towards a way in which multiple members receive benefits through working together is a radical idea. It's one that can, in your belief, affect the whole world in a greatly positive way. It's a way of making the ample benefits of our world available to more people. And this is also based on the idea that there is enough for everyone. The Ace of Pentacles in the future is clarified by, what have I got here? The Five of Cups and the King of Wands. You've made a big change in the way that you, as we started, in the way that you value your experiences, particularly the challenging ones, the ones that have left you feeling regretful, remorseful, sad, processing loss, feeling betrayed. You've really changed your orientation away from the patterns that you now recognize that you contributed to in that experience of failure, disappointment, to a stronger sense of being connected to the best in who you are. And that automatically attracts an equal, a match. And so your focus has been turned inward as a way of understanding better your own needs as a starting point in any relationship, a claiming of your need and your desire for love. The King of Wands is showing this incredible confidence that you have, this excitement you have about what you're understanding, the gift you bring to a community, and the inspiration that is highly motivating to others. So this is really about you directing and channeling your formidable passion into not only changing your orientation, but opening up the possibilities for others, including yourself. And that means being a part of something that is larger than you and inviting others into that creative journey. I'm going to finish this reading, Aquarius, with a seed and sickle, and I'm not even going to look at those. And I hope that this reading has been insightful for you to some degree. And I pulled the oleander is what came up. Number 32 reduces to a 5, which is the number of the Hierophant, which is about commitment, usually to an organization or a group of some sort. It can be to a single individual, but this is commitment to a way of life, one that you share what you've learned with others. So I'm going to look this up in the Dawn guidebook. The Dawn being the energy that we bring to a project or an organization. And I have just about oleander. A Louisiana servant thought that she could win favor by sickening her employers with a cake of oleander and then nursing them back to health. Unfortunately, she accidentally murdered them instead. Whoa. Learn from her story and think your plan through fully before enacting them. You may think you can come out on top by acting the hero in a situation that you've sabotaged, but stop for a moment and question whether you should. Things can go wrong in ways you may never have expected. I'm curious as to whether this resonates for you over the next week and would love to hear. Please drop me a comment. Until then, if you've enjoyed this content, check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. And until next time, Aquarius, namaste.